Now early April, and we're preparing to put in some tomatoes. See these ones here, they're really big tasty things. Luckily, we've got loads and loads of canna in this area. This is a canna here, which makes great support for tomatoes, which I've just started here, look. Very simple. I usually tie it up with wire or bearing things, and I've put the first 2 or 3 or 4, in fact I've got 4 in there already. There you go. Easy, eh? We ate the first artichokes this last weekend. Very tasty indeed. We've been eating cherry tomatoes for a couple of weeks now. Here we go. Climbing beans. We just remove the end of the peas on this climbing area. There we go. Time to get some straw under the strawberries. Let's get some aubergines in, followed by a sprinkling of my homemade biodynamic compost, otherwise known as rocket fuel. And summer would definitely not be summer without loads of courgette. So we've got aubergines, followed by courgettes. And between the 2 sticks is a line of beetroot. Here is where I turn out my compost piles. Behind there is a grapevine, a couple of grapevines, but I'm going to try in there a couple of melons because melons like very rich soil, and of course that is exceedingly rich soil. This is my compost zone, and this very first one over here is vegetable matter only. There's no dung in there at all. So I'm going to try sticking a melon in there because I know melons, again, like very rich soils. The only problem here is it's very shaded, of course, because like all the stuff is shaded where I do the compost. But anyway, I'll just give it a go and see what happens. I'll just stick the one in, you know. Now this bed, we call it the pool bed because the pool's at the top there, was completely overtaken and covered in honeysuckle. But this winter we had a couple of woofers here, willing workers on organic farms, and we attacked it and we managed to clear it. There's of course loads of weeds still in, loads of roots still in there, but we're keeping on top of it. And here, see those 3 sticks? Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 sticks there. They're lines of corn, and once they start to establish themselves, we'll plant climbing beans next to them so that the beans can use them to climb up. In fact, a couple have already started to appear here. There you go, there's a corn, there's another corn. They were actually planted up there and somehow ended up down here. Maybe it was birds, I don't know what. Rubbish. So we normally do about 2 or 3 types of corn, but the problem with corn is that they so rapidly cross-pollinate. So what we try and do is plant 2 to 3 weeks apart, probably 3 weeks apart. So this is the first lot here, which is the standard corn. We'll do a couple of other varieties as far away as possible from here over the next 6 weeks or so, and cross our fingers, hope they don't cross-pollinate. Anyway, look at all these sunflowers coming up. This is going to be quite spectacular. Pretty soon, these are all new trees we've put in. So there's an aguacate and avocado. Not bad, eh? Sunflowers around the macadamia. And more sunflowers around the almond tree. It's just got an almond on it. There you go. Various peppers planted. These are the big ones for frying, as I remember. And these ones down the side here, those very long, thin ones. Now here's the raised bed, which is effectively on concrete. It's actually on concrete tiles. And it's run completely from the worm bin, which processes our kitchen waste, which is over here to my left. And believe it or not, here we have planted lettuce, chili peppers, coriander, rocket, parsley, marjoram, calendula and chives. So here in the kitchen garden, more tomatoes, and over there we're leaving some broccoli to seed. Our girl's still going well. And in the next raised bed we have onions, aubergines, Swiss chard, green peppers, celery, chamomile and thyme. Right, well I think that's about everything. I've probably missed something, but well, it doesn't matter, does it? Off to do a bit of composting now, so we'll see you next time. Hasta pronto.